Hello, and how are you? Good morning, and welcome to our 8th video of learning how to create web applications using Laravel. So today we're going to take it from where we stopped at in the previous class, and you remember in the previous class we were able to look at different things that you can do with the Laravel admin column. Looked at how you can fix things, how you can collapse things, how you can abbreviate some names, how you can create these popovers and different things if you still remember. So today we're going to take it from there and see how we can do it, how we can make much more interesting things from Laravel admin. And without wasting much time, let's go straight to our documentation and keep elaborating more things that we have to understand. So in the previous class, we stopped at this point. So I've already opened my source code here that we're going to use for demonstrating. So right now we're going to base on the Laravel column basics, and it is where we're going to do it. To continue from. So we'll come to our documentation. If you still remember, I stopped at here, and then we looked at the view, and we said that you can as well implement the view on the column to override what you want to display. And this one you can write your view like that of blade and then write it separately. So in that view, when you call it, you'll access the value like this, and you can access the entire model like this. And this is how you can do it, how you can implement it. So yesterday we looked at this expansion, how you can expand a column, and we finished it. We looked at the popovers, how you can make something that can pop up. And then we looked at the image, how we can make a gravatar image, and we demonstrated and were able to achieve something like this. So look at the file size, how you can make a file size to help to make the Laravel admin to convert file size. So in case you want to make a download link, you just simply put downloadable. So to make that link to do that field to have a kind of a download link icon in front of it. So if you want a field to be copyable, whereby someone can be able to copy, you just simply put copyable, and then someone will be able to copy it. For example, let's say that you want someone to be able to copy, I think we should the discount type. Okay, so you can just simply come to the discount column, here, and then you attach copyable. So it means that that field will have ability to copy it. So you see, we'll have an icon for what? For copying, and when you click on it, it will copy that particular item. And if you come and let's say paste it on top, you'll see this what was here has been copied. So that is copyable. So you have this one for the QR code, and then you have this one for displaying what? An image. So a field, if it has an image, you can as well simply add image in after the name of the field, then it's and then Laravel admin will be able to display that one as what? As an image. Likewise, you can as well override that image by just simply, let's say that you have multiple images, you can just simply put display, and then you put this on the code, and then you return those pictures if there are many, and then you put image. So if you want to specify the base URL of that image, you can simply pass it in the in the image link, and then that field will be able to display those images. Then you have the label. So this label will help us to turn things in different colors. Okay, so for example, if we say that things that offer discount, you should have a green, and those one which don't have discount, we should have a what, yellow or something like that. Sometimes you may need to tell states in form of colors. Okay, so use label to tell those states. Okay, use label to tell different states. So if you just simply put label, so what it will do, it will automatically change those things to have a background color. Those fields in that, item in that field to have a background color. So if I come here to, let's say, is discount offered? This one, this column is discount offered here, and they come and just simply put label. So by doing like that, it will first turn that item to be kind of a what? Kind of a badge. Okay, so you see, and the discount column has been turned into what? Into a badge. So there are different labels that you can put, and here we use the Bootstrap standard colors. So it can be warning, it can be info, it can be what, just like the way you know Bootstrap colors. So if I just simply come here to label and say danger, so it means that it's going to be red by default. So you'll see that the discount column is going to be in red. So now you can go ahead and specify the value and which color you should take by doing like this. Okay, so you just simply purchase here an array like this. So you can say if it is yes, it should be what? It should be success like this. Then put comma and say if it is no, it should be danger. And then you can put even a default one here outside this package. For example, the default one, you can say if this value does not existing there, so you can say maybe secondary, something like this. So if the value is not in there, it will have the kind of gray background. So you see, having this is supposed to be what? A success. So it's supposed to be green. I don't know why I did like that. It should be success for the what? For the default. For those one which has yes, and then it will have a green already for those one which does not have yes. So this is how you summarize it. So in this case, for example, some people use 1 or 2 or 3 to represent different statuses. You can as well use that kind of way to do what, to represent or to replace those things in what, the status, like that. Okay, so that is the label for you. It is very important when you want to show different states of different things. So there's another thing called icons. So this icon, you can use it to present an icon in front of something. Okay, so you can say when it is yes, you should show a specific icon, and when it is all, you should show a specific icon. So you can add this one in front of a specific column still, and then put here the value of which, if it is that value, you should show that, and then you put here the value. If it is not that one, should show another icon. So these icons, it can be a font awesome icon that you can do it, that you can find anywhere. Their naming. Okay, so if I refresh, I'll be able to see. Display here. Why? I think I have to remove labels. Let me just remove labels, because labels might be interrupting. Can you see? So even data can be replaced with what? With an icon. Okay, so I hope you've seen that. So for that one, it has yes, it has that. For that one, with no yes, it has that. So it can be replaced with an icon. I hope you've seen that. So you can as well turn a certain thing to have a link. For example, if an item has a link, you can as well do like this to make it clickable. So another thing, display the fields as a table, querying value of the column to the two-dimensional array. So you can as well display an item which has an array in this format. Okay, so let's say that you have an item which returns what, an array. Okay, so you can as well display it in this way, and it will come out like that. So I don't think we have this example right now, but in case like your column was returning an array, let me see if this one can achieve that. Let's see if we can achieve that and use it to demonstrate. I think we'll demonstrate it in future. Then, but this one is literally that if an item it returns back an array, you can do what? You can present it in this format by just simply putting table and then put key and the value how they should how they should be represented. Then you have the progress. So sometime you may need to show progress of specific item. So to do that, you just simply put progress bar, then you put a style of it. So it will mark the value inside there out of 100. However, you can specify the maximum value of it. So for example, if I simply copy that, let's say that I want to monitor the progress of a specific thing. If it is out of 100, I can just simply come here. And command this. I can come here and put so let's see that demonstrate example. So you can see these progress bars. Put it here so you can see it clearly. So it will help to convert the value that is inside the column to to a progress bar. So you can see here that it has 78. This is a random variable, and this has 72, and then to put the what? The correct value. So if you have the specific maximum value, you can as well do what? Specify as max inside what? Inside this array. Okay. I mean inside this parameter, I mean the method itself. For example, I can just simply come and say style equals to and say style. I think we begin by passing. Okay. Style equals to what? Success. So that will change the style of that progress to green. Hope, see, that's it. And then you can specify that the size should be small or medium or large. You can specify the maximum. Okay, should be a specific value. So that's it. So you have the image carousel. You can as well display multiple images in what? In your in your table. For example, you just simply put carousel, and then it will be able to do what? Have multiple images set for your I mean for that values in for the values in the what? In the column, so that you can try it out. I'll leave it for you as a what? As a challenge. Go ahead and implement the multiple image uploading, and then go ahead and put carousel and see if those images will be able to preview them. Or we should do it together. I don't know. So I think you should leave it as a challenge for you. We can have multiple images here when you upload an item, and then you can preview them later. See if I've even implemented it. Implemented it in practice. Alright, we'll implement it when we proceed. So you can even change the date format by just simply putting date and then specify the date format that you want. So you can change a value to have an icon of boolean, or just simply putting bool, and then it will be having a value of a boolean. Then we have ability to use what you call a dot, I mean a boolean, and specify whether it should have for whether what value represents what. So if you say it's one specific value represents yes and the other specific represent false, this is how you do it. You replace it, and then you'll be able to receive this. Then we have this using. So this using is used to override a specific value. So for example, if you don't want to display 1, 2, 3 for these different states, you can as well use using. So this using will do what? Will replace the value with the one that you want them to be replaced with, or to be shown to the user. Then we have another one called a dot. So a dot, we use it for displaying a dot in front of an icon, I mean in front of data. This dot is much more of what? Of a label. So if you don't want to use a label, you can use the what? The dot. Then you have this columns rating. So that's it for displaying the column. So a few things that I've skipped, you can as well do them as a what? As a challenge for yourself, because if you don't ask your brain to try something, then it will be very hard for you to plan. So a few things that I've just skipped, it is left for you to try to ask your brain if it can solve it. So filters, that will be a lesson of next class. We will look at what? At filters, another complete interesting chapter. So in the next class, we'll try to cover the entire filter module, and we have a lot of things to cover in there, but in the next class we'll try to cover the whole of it and then we'll come to the column filter and line filter. This one can be combined together, and then we go to write actions on another day. So don't miss in the next class, where we're going to look at filters and extensively see how we can make it use in our project. So see you there in the next class. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and always activate that notification button, so when you post, you're able to get the alert. So see you in the next class. Goodbye.